This is Donna D'Angelo from the Institute of Christ Consciousness with the Planetary Transformation Meditation Experience for March 22nd, 2026. And we'll begin with our prayer of intention. Our Paradise Creator Deities, Universe Divine Parents, Magisterial Son, and Planetary Supervisor, we are here to co-create in the circuits of light, life, and love that which you know we can hold that will produce the most beautiful spiritual fruit for all life here on this world. We invite our planetary helpers and universe brothers and sisters to join with us and to offer their assistance for what we are holding today based on the guidance you provide. We are grateful to be of service to our world at this time. We ask for your will to be done through your mercy and grace. And may we now be encircuited as one to hold the mightiest focus for the greatest good to prevail. Thank you. Greetings, my precious children. This is your Mother Nebudonia who speaks. As we move through our time together today in this manner, I invite you to focus on your own divine life plan and purpose. As you know, each individual has a unique divine plan. And you develop this over the very long period of your ascension career, starting out on this world and journeying through the great starry realms, which compose a vast, vast realm of life. You are most fortunate in that you have the ability to traverse this vast region of space and creation and come into greater understanding of all of the ways of creation. This is a journey that will take you far into distant realms, and you do not yet know what you will discover, because it is contained within the great potential seated into you by the Paradise Father for you to embark upon this mighty quest of self-mastery. The human life is designed to help you open to this divine plan and to make contact with the spirit within, so you can go on this journey with great love, trust, faith, patience, fortitude, as you develop this higher part of yourself. So I ask you to consider this for a few moments. Take this to your spirit. Sit with this question for a few moments. Am I truly living my divine life plan and purpose? As you pose this question to your spirit, also ask, what are the next steps? What do you wish to teach me? What do I need to learn that will support my spiritual growth? Take a few moments to do this now, and I will minister to you and provide you more inner space to perceive the inner guidance that you need now. I invite you to hold focus on your divine life plan and purpose as we move through this exercise today. You are all part of a grand plan of evolution to one day stand before the Father, the center of all reality. While this grand plan may be way too much for your human mind to comprehend, it is not advisable for you to speculate on the full meaning of this, but trust that your spirit knows exactly when you are ready to learn those components of life that will foster your greatest development at any particular time. But you can certainly focus on the intention to grow in your divine life plan and purpose, as here you are giving your spirit your willingness to cooperate with great faith and trust in mind and heart to undertake this stupendous journey. So as we move through the exercise today, I invite you to simply focus on your own divine life plan and purpose and ask to be more connected into it, that what you are living is also contributing to the grand plan of life, especially now when you are here on this world doing your best to accomplish greater self-recognition of who you truly are at the highest levels of spirit reality. Allow me to minister to you as you connect with your spirit. Hold focus on the willingness to be more integrated into your divine life plan and purpose as part of the grand plan for this world, and we will minister in your intention, helping you perceive with greater insight and clarity the most beautiful picture of yourself for you to really embody and embrace. If it is helpful to maintain focus, allow these words to be perceived in your mind's eye and at your heart. I connect to my divine life plan and purpose. I connect to my divine life plan and purpose. I connect to my divine life plan and purpose. Invite your mind, body, memory system to open to the greater meaning of who you are and the purposes for which you have been created. Here you may shift focus slightly to, I remember my divine life plan and purpose. I remember my divine life plan and purpose. I remember my divine life plan and purpose. Allow what is deep in memory to rise to the surface of your conscious mind, so your indwelling spirit can help you perceive more about yourself and how to engage with what you are perceiving of a deeper nature within you. You might consider the development of your higher self as part of a great mystery in which you are just beginning to appreciate. This mystery will take you into the far reaches of the cosmos, and your human curiosity has been given to you to stimulate your interest in discovering what these mysteries hold for you to learn. Living on a world such as this, where you have been so constrained in your materialism, can be challenging to see yourself from an eternity perspective with all that you will one day embody of your higher self. But you can certainly deepen your interest in self-development by holding the willingness to connect and remember your divine life plan and purpose. The spirit within you longs for the divine union, and by your willingness to hold this intention each and every day, even to make it the priority of your life, will take you into this mystery with great joy, anticipation, eagerness to discover all the secrets living within you and how you are developing into this beautiful soul on the eternity adventure. Let these words deepen into you. Let them strike a chord deep in your memory to stimulate your interest to go on this quest. Because you are not only holding this for yourself, but as you do this, you are also sending a signal into the planetary mind system for others to pick up on. And in a few minutes, we will ask you to direct this into the collective. But for now, let yourself deepen into your connections to your divine life plan and purpose, that your spirit may help you grow more beautiful and spacious and light-filled within it. Humanity is wakening from its long spiritual slumber. One of the most important recognitions upon awakening is to come into a very grateful appreciation of who you are in the Paradise Father. the Father of all reality. The innate connection you have in your Creator, Father, Source sets the stage for all further development of self-awareness. Now, I simply invite you to open to your connection to your higher self in spirit, and invite me to gently expand your capacity for spiritual energy to foster greater connection within you, helping you receive more guidance with clarity and insight and peace. Allow my mother's love to gently expand you and help you grow in greater self-recognition of who you are in the Father. Hold the willingness to become as beautiful as you can during your human lifetime, because in holding this great willingness, you are opening more space in the mind system of the planet for this to become a greater reality for your brothers and sisters. Now, with all the willingness and intention you can muster and hold in your heart, project these words from your heart into the planet as a whole, to spiral around the globe counterclockwise, north to south pole. Remembrance and connection to humanity's grand plan. Remembrance and connection to humanity's grand plan. Remembrance and connection, humanity's grand plan. Hold this as best you can, and keep your curiosity at bay as best you can. By holding this willingness and intention, you are adding more light and space into the fields of human consciousness for more people to recognize what is truly within them, what the Father has provided For those who may not know this yet, for those who have still to awaken, by your holding this great willingness for all humanity to remember and connect to who they are, you provide a mighty field for the corrections we wish to conduct to be realized. So you do your best to stay in your heart and hold that willingness for your brothers and sisters to self-recognize who they are in the Father. Invite the remembrance and connection of humanity's grand plan to calibrate down into memory. Hold the intention and willingness for your brothers and sisters to truly feel, experience the love in which they have been created and live. Invite the veneer of false beliefs, toxic emotions, to recalibrate in my mother's love, helping your brothers and sisters be released from the constraints set upon them that have diminished their spiritual receptivity. Invite my mother's love to move into memory so that these false forms can be transmuted in my love. Invite the mind and body circuits to gently integrate to the remembrance and connection to humanity's divine life plan and purpose. This is all part of the grand plan being implemented upon Urantia at this time. And we ask you to hold these energies at the human level so they can be anchored into areas where people need to remember and act upon the divine inspiration growing within them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Invite these words to now spiral around the planet counterclockwise. Recognition of humanity's divine plan. Recognition of humanity's divine plan. Recognition of humanity's divine plan. You might consider this to be a subset of the grand plan for this planet. Humanity plays the most important pivotal role. And so, as you hold this focus, what we can do is help human mind and memory connect more into greater purposes for which this world and all life here was created. You might consider this to be a very large memory circuit opening for greater truthful revelations to be gleaned within your conscious awareness. And as you hold this, you are helping your brothers and sisters feed upon that which they need to grow and learn what is now coming into the planet for greater recognition.
The grand plan of evolution begins at the paradise level, for it is in the mind of our Creator to provide a realm where things grow and change and eventually replicate the perfection of paradise. As you know, this is a monumentous undertaking for the evolutionary realms to accomplish, and the time involved is beyond your human comprehension. But you are also beginning to taste that your life is eternal, and you have ample time to explore the rich domains of your own inner divine life plans and purposes as you traverse this vast realm. So let us now join together at the paradise level with great appreciation for the divine plan of evolution, this grand design that is so important for you to understand and become more conscious participant so that you can fulfill the objectives of your human life before you embark upon the eternity adventure at another level. Send forth your love to the Father, the Mother, Son, and the Spirit. And simply allow your spirit to help you expand into the eternity perspective of who you are and the unique purposes which you are creating with the Spirit within together. Invite the reflection of paradise to shine upon your hearts, filling you with love and peace, security and assurance that your path is unfolding
right before you in the most perfect way you can imagine. The eternity adventure is the grand plan of life. Now that your world is being brought back into the family of all life, the planet is being prepared to accept this larger dynamic of its grand plan. And you are among those who are assisting us to make this a living reality upon this world, while remaining connected to paradise. You may descend and see yourself standing on the earth plane and ask to anchor the eternity adventure and the grand plan into the planet, into memory circuits, and let it ground into those areas that are ready to open and blossom with human potential, creating together this magnificent plan of creation. Invite this to go deep into memory so that your brothers and sisters are able to sense a shift within them to something so beautiful and inviting. As all of these dynamics integrate now, we ask you to hold focus on these words to pulse upon the planet at all dimensional levels. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Hold this as best you can by seeing these words. Embrace the planet and invite it to ring resoundingly through every circuit, every subatomic particle, every level of planetary life. Welcome home. Invite the welcome home dynamic to gently pulse and radiate and calibrate into the human heart chakra system all around the globe. And invite the remembrance dynamic to engage with the homecoming that is beckoning you into your bright future. Mm. My precious children, a mighty intention has been accomplished today. And on behalf of all of those who have participated with us at the unseen level, we thank you for your dedicated perseverance in holding space for this world to regain its rightful inheritance. Now it is time for the full implementation, but be patient with the process because it is up to each individual to now make that choice to awaken or not. Do your best by holding this intention for humanity's grand plan to fully manifest now, because when you do this, we can add more into the fabric of consciousness all around the globe and bring more light in for the edification of the human mind, the healing of the human heart, and the harmonization of your human nature with the spirit. I will leave you in this manner now, my children, but truly, we are not apart. It is only your thoughts that separate us. So come to me during your day when you need those moments of restful repose to regain your spiritual equilibrium so you can carry on implementing the Father's will through your actions as best you can each day. Enjoy this period of planetary transformation, my children. It will long become a part of your soul as you ascend through the great starry realms. But you will long remember your experience during this correction time and be amazed at what you could accomplish as a human. Rejoice in your humanity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And grow in the grace and godliness of the Father's presence within you. Good day.